Live. Go ahead and try.
Thank you. That helps so much when I get this little extra screen.
Hey everyone, John here, software engineer with 10 years of experience. I'm the lead maintainer of Latterly.io and ariastale.com. Ariastale.com is an open source generative AI experiment in narrative building, role playing, and TCG. It's better than Pokemon, it's better than Yu-Gi-Oh! You can actually play it with an ordinary poker deck, so you don't need to fork over the cash. But if you want to fork over the cash, DM me. All right, and so if you go to the ariastale.com game manual and then click the narrative, we are playing Arc Aria today, and I'm joined by my wonderful siblings, Mike and Jess. Say hi.
How y'all doing?
And so these two are basically the main players, as well as in the Aria arc, as well as the chat who plays Aria itself. But the chat can influence the game world in any number of ways. So you could create a new character or play any existing NPC. The only rule is you can't steal a turn from a player. So sorry, you're not going to be able to play tank as muscly and attractive. And I know y'all would like to play him, but you can't. Hands off tank. Okay, so that's kind of the background. And in a future stream, we will go and summarize this narrative, basically like a book club sort of thing. But currently, we are right after chapter 6. And what happened in chapter 6 is that Thane, the Crimson Vanguard, and Tank defeated the Shadow Stalker, which is a panther-like monster in the forest. Okay, so they beat him. And now we're turning over to Eidolon, that's played by Jesse. So in Eidolon's turn, Eidolon and the Elementalists have come to town with their fallen teammate Johan. So Johan is dead, and they were like, "Oh no, we need to revive Johan." That's kind of Jesse's current objective, if I'm understanding, Jess.
Yes.
So previously, I think her objective was like, "Let me find Tank and like join forces with him." But now that Johan's dead, she's pivoted to, "We want to heal this guy." And she heard a couple rumors about how to heal them, and the way that they're going forward is they're going to visit an Elvish collector. Or a collector in an Elvish town. I guess we don't know if the collector is Elvish. The human name for the Elvish town is Adlays. I'm not going to try to pronounce the Elvish name again, but I'll show it to you. So there it is. That's the Elvish term, which I believe is technically Welsh, and we're using that as a stand-in for Elvish language. But we'll just call it Adlays, which is an elven village on the other side of the crossroads of the elements. And so with that, we are now prompting GPT-4. Remember, what's the difference between this and D&D? I don't pre-plan all the outcomes. I have some narrative plot twists in mind, but in general, GPT-4 tells us what happens. So this is why it's an experiment in generative AI. And it also makes like pictures and stuff too. So we are asking GPT-4 now, Eidolon, the Elementalists in the Order of the Azure Lily, they are an allied guild. Depart the town of Echoes first south to the crossroads of elements and then east toward Adlays. Is it toward or towards? I don't know. I feel like GPT will understand me. Does anything of note happen on the trip before or I shouldn't even assume that they arrive, should I?
Hold on. I just want to make sure. I know. But I'm just going to make sure. Didn't we leave? Okay, wait. We went to the crossroads of the elements, the crossroads, and then didn't we have a battle at the crossroads?
If we did, I forgot about it. Do you want to look? I would rather just reset. Here, I'll check this thread to see if we already did. But I'd rather reset and just start the turn off clean.
Being like super tactful about it, like trying to hide in the trees and like trying to pop out of the trees, and then my little dark dude like ran up, and it was such a good battle that fine, we can repeat it if we need to.
Did you fight some goblins? Is that when you were hiding? Oh yeah, no, y'all totally nerfed.
There were 2, and I had that a couple people actually had got leveled up from that. That was my last note. So, and the bard has some magical damage, but nobody was actually dead.
Yep, you're right. So I'm reading through this. So I'm trying to get to the results.
Thank you. Take your time.
It looks like this was actually before the Shadow Stalker thing. All right, let me try and, it's pasted really gross. Let me try and grab this out of here.
This is actually really cool to see. So this, what we're looking at, as you do your thing, this is recording everything we've done. Is this ChatGPT? Oh, gotcha. I did not know that it could record that much. Sort it out a little bit. Oh yeah, it doesn't keep the photos, I think, but that's right.
Eidolon's team encounters a pair of, so it's like making this easier to read, basically. Reyna, you remember your buddy Reyna?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Strikes a goblin, 14 damage roll, effectively defeating it. Yeah, y'all just nerfed these goblins. It was not fair.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, please, I don't want to redo that.
I'm trying to understand if your team had any. I think your team doesn't even have any damage. That's what I'm trying to remember.
I had that the bard had some magical damage. Just a very minimal. The bard.
Oh yeah, the bard was awful, right?
Psalm or whatever, yeah. No. Yeah, he took some magic damage. He tried to like run up and.
We're gonna let GPT summarize it. So if the bard technically took like 3 hit points of damage, but if GPT is like, yeah, basically no, then we're just gonna go with no. The provided battle thread does not explicitly specify Eidolon's team sustained any damage. The focus of the thread is primarily. It's not possible to confirm if Eidolon's team took any damage. I'm going to say that y'all just wrecked these guys, okay?
Basically. Sounds good to me.
Okay. So let's go back to our main thread here. And so does anything of note happen as... So basically, I'll tell it what happened. As the team approached the crossroads of elements, they encountered... they were goblins, I think.
Yeah, they were like 2. I thought they were like scout goblins. Two.
Encountered goblins. Here's a recap of what took place. And Jess, after this, you just want to proceed to Adlace, or do you want to like take a... I don't see why you really need to take a rest. Are you worried about the time of day or anything like that?
I think, no. Was that Mike? No, I want to keep... Yeah, okay. I'm good. I had rested before all this. So
yeah.
I'm good to keep going.
The team continues a brisk pace toward Adlace. Let me double check the spelling there. A-I-S. Does anything of note happen prior to arrival at the city gate? Question mark. Chat, quick reminder, you can jump in and influence the game world at any time. The journey remains surprisingly uneventful. Okay, cool. So you get to the city gate.
Yay! All right, so I'm there, and I'm definitely trying to...
Pause. Along the way, the group encounters travelers and merchants, some of whom share rumors of news in distant lands and events. That's good to know.
Okay, wait. Let me read this real quick.
So there's artifacts in dungeons, right? That doesn't surprise anyone. There's hella artifacts There's hella artifacts, okay? If you ever decide one day, I need some new loot, you can always hit up a dungeon.
Okay. So the environment rapidly changes. The dense forest gives way to more open landscapes with rolling hills and fields dotted with wildflowers. The architecture of the distant city becomes visible, showcasing elegant elven designs that blend seamlessly with the natural surroundings. Upon nearing the city gates of Alex, the team prepares themselves for new interactions and possibilities. The city, known for its magical and scholarly pursuits, promises to be a hub. Of information and resources that could aid them in their quests. As they reach the gates, there's a sense of anticipation on the board, wondering what adventures and challenges await them in this new setting. Okay, cool. So
we're gonna hit a quick revise on that because Adelaide is not a major town.
Oh yeah, it's a small neighboring town. That's right.
The story is fine, but update the last two paragraphs, starting with. All right, and the elf. There's an elvish watchtower at the gate, and they basically greet you with a bit of suspicion. So, what does your team do?
There's a what that greets us? I'm sorry.
There's a city gate. It's a closed gate. And there are two moderate height, not super tall, but just like moderate height, higher than the gate watchtowers. And they're kind of like, what are you doing here? Like you have all these people and all these weapons. Like, what are you doing, bro?
I'd let them know. I'd say hi. We're all here trying to make it out of this game. We've lost some folks, and we're trying to seek resurrection, and we've been, basically we're looking to help we're trying to revive this guy. Basically, he's died. Like, we're here to seek help.
So you want to talk to the collector?
Yes, that is what I want.
Okay. Roll D20, please.
Oh, Mike, can you roll that?
I can also roll it with GPT-4 if you don't have anything handy.
I don't have anything handy.
Okay, I'll roll for you in a moment. At the city gate, there are two medium height watchtowers. Chat, y'all can roll D20 and let me know what you get if you want. An elven guard greets the incoming party with suspicion. What business do you have in Adlace? What business do you have here? The guard, he asks.
Say that again. He asks what?
What business do you have here? He asks. Island responds that the group seeks to talk with the collector in town, rumored to have a tomb of resurrection, which they need access to. In order to heal Johann. Do you specify that it's Johann, or do you just say like our friend or something?
Like our friend. I'll specify it. Johann, our friend.
Okay, but you don't say anything about him, just our friend Johann.
Yeah.
Roll D20 with appropriate difficulty and modifiers.
Hey, can I interject real quick?
Sure.
Oh, I know that you kind of mentioned that, and so Johann, he was like an elven scout, and we are like in this elven place. So like, I am like mentioning.
Johann is a fire mage.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
You, on the other hand, you are an elven scout, or a rogue anyway.
That's right. Thank you. Go ahead.
All right, so we're rolling now. All right, cool. So they let you in. But remember to respect our ways and our people. The collector you seek lives towards the center of the village. May your quest be fruitful.
Aw, they're so nice.
Eidolon and the team step into the village. Hopeful they will find the Tomb of Resurrection. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you see, you basically find the collector. But I'll show you a scene of when you walk in, what you see, but then we're gonna end your turn and go over to Mike.
Okay.
So what you see, you also see him chatting with a person named Adam. The elven mage and Adam. Okay. Oop. No, not it. No, not it.
Oh, picture.
Are any of these correct? I need to be able to like preview my pictures. This is a pain. I think I don't have any. Okay, I know what to do. Here's my data and here are my downloads. There's going to be a bunch of like images that are not actually true. But we're going to browse through them because one of these is the right one.
Okay.
I'm really worried that I didn't actually save the picture. Okay, we'll get a new picture. How about that?
Yay.
Okay. Adam and the collector. There should be two people in this. Adam the merchant and the collector in a small merchant building in a high fantasy setting. Okay. There should just be two people in this. Okay, so maybe this one. Let's see. I'd rather he was behind a desk. Yeah, that's fine. There can be three people. There can be three people. That's fine. Which of these, the desk looks like actually like a checkout stand?
Not that. Maybe that.
Okay, this one. Here you go. So this is what you see, okay? I don't know who the third guy is. Maybe next turn you can find out. But you hear these two talking, and it seems that the older guy is the collector, and he seems to be talking with this other guy who you overhear. His name is Adam, and they seem to be discussing some sort of transaction. Okay, and with that, over to Mike. Now, Mike and I already discussed basically, yeah, let's talk about this. So basically, we already ran Mike's turn. What happened, or like something prior to his turn. So in chapter 6, Thane and the Crimson Vanguard and Mike Tank, the character Tank, was participating in this group, the Crimson Vanguard. They went out on a training expedition to a forest. I don't remember the name of that forest. Do you? And they beat the Shadow Stalker party. The Shadow Stalker is this magical panther-like entity. And there were some others in there. There were some ghouls and like a vine monster. So they beat all that stuff. And then they're heading back home. And this is the part that was new to Mike, but I already mentioned it. And that is their group ran into a bunch of harpies. So what happened next? As Tank exits the forest with Thane, do they make it to the town of Echo safely, or is there an encounter of some kind? The answer is, do you want me to give you a minute to read through this, or are you fine with the summary?
I think we're good with the summary.
Okay, so the summary is that they came across a guild being beaten up by harpies, and then they basically saved the guild. That guild was called the Wanderers of the Echoing Vale. I'm partial to changing that, by the way. No, I shouldn't. No, I shouldn't. We should let GPT drive it. So an interesting thing about this guild, Mike, is that they are not from the town of Echoes, which is kind of why I wanted to change their name, because it's like there's like Echo is in everything, but there is a neighboring region that is also an echoing region. So I guess they must be from there. I don't know if you've heard about that yet. Anyway, and then you get back to town. So your team is pretty beat up, having gone through 2 encounters, but you made it to town. And these people, let's reread this. I think they went to town with you, but let's see. They share tales of their travels and mention. Oh, okay. Well, if they share tales of their travels, then you will know that they are from the coast of Echoes, which is south of the Forest of Echoes. So there are only 2 regions in the world of Evergreen that are called by Echo. So basically, if you take the crossroads of the elements, and if you don't go east, if you go further south, you will cross into a new region called the Coast of Echoes, and that's where this guild is from. This information piques the interest of Tank and Thane. Could this mysterious crystal formation? Okay. Their journey back to the town of Echoes is now marked not only by a sense of accomplishment. So am I missing anything? I guess we don't see where they go.
It says we offered to take them, escort them back to town, but doesn't really say if they come with us or not.
After ensuring the Wanderers are safe and offering to escort them back to the town of Echoes. Yeah. Okay, well, let me go ahead and ask that before you take your turn, because I need to know, like, what the hell is going on in my own story. Do the Wanderers of the Echoing Vale return to the town of Echoes with the Crimson Vanguard, or do they head some other direction? Decide to return to the town of Echoes along with the Crimson Vanguard. There you go. By the way, this is not the entirety. This is not the entirety of the Wanderers of the Echoing Vale. It's just a party of that guild. Gotcha. Note: the Wanderers of the Echoing Vale, the currently seen Wanderers of the Echoing Vale are from the Coast of Echoes, which is south of the crossroads of the elements. They are only a party of the guild, not the entirety of the guild. Do you want to do anything before you go to sleep for the night? So you get back to town. Are you basically going to rest, or do you want to do something else first?
Yeah, no, we're getting patched up and resting.
Okay, great.
Not much to do after getting back that first day.
Oh, by the way, you got a level up. So you didn't get a level up on the Shadow Stalker fight, I don't think. Correct me if I'm remembering wrong, but you did get a level up from the Harpy one. Tank and his team rest for the night. Does anything interesting happen overnight or prior to Tank's first action the next day? Also describe, okay, let's go with that. The night is mostly peaceful. However, during the night, something intriguing occurs. Tank experiences a vivid dream. He finds himself standing in a mystical forest bathed in moonlight, the air thick with an otherworldly energy. Okay. It fits. It fits. Good job, GPT. He hears a distant melody, enchanting yet haunting, leading him deeper into the forest. As he follows the sound, he comes across a clearing where a lone figure stands, cloaked in shadows. The face remained obscured. Tank feels an intense gaze fixed upon him. The figure points toward the sky, where Tank sees a constellation that seems to shift and form a symbol. All right, so draw the figure pointing to the sky and the symbol in the sky. Let's roll for art. This is probably my favorite part of this game, by the way. Just going to say that.
Yes.
Okay, so we're doing an art roll here, and we are going to use the art style of Impressionism.
That's crazy.
Okay, so while it's drawing, Mike, you can... Dude, this is crazy because this is literally pointing at where the plot is supposed to go. So it's crazy that GPT is like predicting this. The dream shifts. Tank finds himself standing in front of the purple gate he saw. Okay, awakening from the dream, Tank finds it's still night and everything is calm in the camp. The dream lingers in his mind. As the first light of dawn breaks, the team begins to stir, preparing for the day ahead. Tank is left to ponder the meaning of his dream, wondering if it was just a figment of his imagination or a prophetic vision. The mysterious dream adds an element of intrigue. Okay, that's kind of metagame. Thanks for dream-splaining me. All right, so here you go. Can you see the screen, Mike?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So you're waking up the next morning, and what do? You just had yet another vision or dream. Captain Snowy on Twitch, what's up? Thanks for being here. Quick reminder, if you're on TikTok, you can go to Twitch or YouTube. Link is in my bio and see the full screen. And another reminder that the chat can always impact gameplay. So drop a comment if you want to throw a wrinkle in things.
So has anyone gone through that portal already? Like, did Aria's guild or anyone try and pass through it?
Let's roll. Do you want me to roll for you? We're going to do a memory check.
Yeah, roll for me there.
Okay. Tank seeks to recall whether anyone has gone through the portal lingering above the location of the fallen, or not really above, but at the location of the fallen Dark Paladin. Tank seeks to recall whether anyone has gone through the portal. Roll D20 for memory, and if successful, roll a separate D20 for identification of the people, if any. All right, here we go. Captain Snowy says, "You look beautiful. Are you single? Sorry for being direct." I'm not single. Thanks, Captain Snowy.
Married 2 children.
Wow, Jesse sounds angry about that one.
I'm not angry. Protest.
She's jealous.
Just love my niece and nephew and sister.
Jess, how crazy is it going to be when you have a redheaded kid? That's going to be crazy.
I don't know, dude. Nobody can do it like Sam.
Captain Snowy says, "Damn, he's the one that got away." Oh, good stuff. Okay. Tank's attempt to recall if anyone has gone through the... Oh, bro. No, you don't remember anything, dude. So what do? You don't remember. It's a good question.
No, that's fine if I don't.
Do you want to ask around? I mean, if you don't remember, do you want to ask around?
No, it's something that will probably pop up in the future. It's not something he's concerned with right now.
Sounds good. All right. So what are you doing in the morning? See you later, Captain Snowy. He says, I gotta get these gains for the ladies. See you later.
Bye.
Are you doing anything else this turn, or are you sort of like lounging around the town on this day?
Yeah, I mean, unless directed to otherwise by the party leader, we're just.
Okay, so you're gonna regroup with the party.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the only one that's still wondering. I thought Snowy said you're beautiful, but then he's getting ladies.
Those are not mutually exclusive, Jess.
I'm just wondering. Okay, it's not for everybody. I mean, no shade. I thought you were a girl.
What?
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, continue with the game.
That was okay. We'll leave that alone. All right. Tank regroups with Tank regroups with the guild leaders. With his guild leaders. The thing is that one of them's not there. Valor is not there. And guildmates. To see what should be done today. Notably, Valor is absent. The guild takes a day of rest, as many on the team are still recovering. A few members of the guild seem totally unbothered and energetic. They chat about going off and doing various things, such as hunting and gathering, or playing Magiball soccer or other recreational activities. Does Tank hear anything about Aria's activities or other activities in the town? Does he hear about the elementalists leaving town? All right, Mike, and after this, we will ask you about what you do up to noon, and then at noon, we will shift over for Eidolon's turn. Sound good?
Okay.
So still, we're in the early morning, and then these next events will take us up towards noon. Tank's attempt to gather information does not succeed. Tank does not know what's going on, man. He's just vibing. Tank hears general chatter and rumors, but nothing concrete or directly related to Aria's activities. It appears that while the guild members engage in various recreational activities and discussions, detailed information about the whereabouts eludes him for now. This leaves Tank with some uncertainty about the happenings. Okay, so you're uncertain about happenings up through noon. What do you want to do? Are you hanging out? Are you cooking? Are you gonna go get some berries? You say hi to the squirrels. You want to go say hi to the squirrels?
No, it doesn't want to say hi to squirrels. Yeah, he's just spending the whole day relaxing. You know, he's not really planning on doing much anything.
Do not narrate the do not narrate the nighttime events. The actions described hold up until Tank goes down to sleep that night. But we do not yet know what happens. I'm making this way too complicated, eh? Let's just go ahead and have GPT-4 say what happens overnight, but you won't react to it. So basically, you spend the whole day relaxing. Give him a major bonus to any rolls, upcoming rolls. He goes down for sleep, and we turn to eidolon's activities at the collector's shop in Adlays. Feel free to take a world turn or let us know if nothing of note is yet heard of. Okay, here we go, Jess. Eidolon and his companions from the Elementalists in the Order of the Azure Lily arrive at the collector shop in Adlays. Are you reading this?
Yes. Okay. The collector listens intensely.
Dude, it's giving you everything for free and you're not even rolling. I'm so mad about this. That's fine.
Okay. Echoes, interest, that's all about me. I love physics, but I understand. Okay, so, can I go?
One moment.
Okay.
While the collector seems inclined to assist Eidolon's team, the exact agreement or conditions remain open-ended and subject to further development. Okay, over to you, Jess. And remember, you have 3 people plus some of your group. The entire pack of your group is not in the store, by the way. Let's see.
I actually needed a reminder on like who is my group. If like specifically the Order of the Lilies.
So it's listing that out. Let me also look in VS Code. I might have a record here.
Okay. I thought I did, my bad.
No, that's no problem at all. You shouldn't have to remember this stuff.
Oh.
I mean, if you do remember it, it's great, but you shouldn't. It's not like a responsibility or anything.
There's a picture of the Elven Mage out in there.
A small guild of 6 members noted in the town of Echoes. They agree to the journey to Adlays. That's the only note that I have on them. I had in Claude. Okay, I have the list in Claude. The Order of the Azure Lily. Here you go. These are they.
Oh, nice. Okay, bear with me 2 seconds.
Update names appropriately to replace a human scout and other stereo units with their names. Cool, and let's go ahead and draw out, oh yeah, Durnan, Shield Dwarf Fighter. We're gonna need a picture of Durnan now, I think. Let's roll for art. I already downloaded this, right? Okay, yeah, I downloaded that.
I like how you can generate a video. That's crazy.
It's not good. I tried it. It's awful. But his sword is not that cool. A Shield Dwarf Fighter.
Yeah.
You gotta have a shield, bro. Where's your shield, you Shield Dwarf? Okay, I think this is him. He just has 2 shields. I just hit people with shields. Hey, Mike, can you help me out? Does a Shield Dwarf use a melee weapon or attack with their shield? Do you know?
That's a great question. I have no idea.
Okay.
I mean, technically, it just depends on what game system you're using.
Okay, it looks like they typically still use hammers. Shield Dwarf Fighter, he has a hammer in one hand and a large shield, a large tower shield. Something like that, basically.
Cool. Whoa.
Yeah, I think we're going to go with that. So welcome to, let's see. This is the one we'll go with. All right, cool. That was a fun sidetrack.
Yeah, back to who is in the crew. Guys.
No, the Dwarven Earth Mage, we lost his name. Come on, we know that guy.
Bomb? Oh no. Okay. Yeah.
He's in the Elementalists.
Yeah, I just didn't remember his name.
He's the guy that did the spike, and we thought it was going to spike out of the ground, and it spiked out of his body. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. It was good artwork there.
All right, let's look it up. We'll look it up real quick. Okay. I don't know that we ever named him. Hold on. Yes, we did. We absolutely did. When we first discussed the group and Raina got her name, that was the same time he got his name.
Raina was a part of a different group. This guy was in my group, I thought.
Raina is also in your group. Raina is the
She's the wood elf and stuff.
Yeah. Will.
I joined the Azure Lilies. The dwarf guy was, the Earth Mage was with me before the Dwarven Lilies. Or the Azure Lilies or whatever.
Azure?
Azure Lily.
Okay, here we go.
Elven Road, Green Forest.
Whoa.
Oh.
No, this is still wrong. Sorry. This is still wrong. We can just rename him. We'll just come up with a new name for the guy. Poor guy. We don't even care to remember his name. This will be the last thing I check. All right, cool. All right, we'll just give him a new name. So name the Dwarven Earth Mage and the Ice Specialist. Okay, so what are we up to on your turn? Brogan. I like it. Brogan. That's a good dwarf name, isn't it?
That's great. And Lyrael?
Sure. Maybe Lyrial. Maybe Lyrial. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
So I'm basically talking to this collector, and he seems to be super open to whoever's in there right now. And I'd like to really ask him to review this. Thank him, for his information. And he said that we need to be wary that there might be a cost to pay, and I'm wondering what he means by that. What kind of bad things can happen in using it. And I'm also wondering, if he is open. Is he already just giving this to us? Open to just? It sounds like he's just open to giving this thing to us that we're looking for.
Nope.
He was like, hey, I have this thing. I just need you to know that the magic, if you use it, blah blah blah.
No. Here, let me reread this. While the collector is inclined to assist Eidolon's team, the exact agreement or conditions remain open-ended and subject to further development.
Okay. So that's what I'm trying to kind of develop. I wonder if he would be down for an exchange, or if there's anything we might be able to do for him to earn this. So I want to know what the costs are. Let's go from there.
Can you read the screen?
It's kind of cut off on my end.
Okay, so let me know if this is a fair way to say it. Eidolon thanks the collector for his information. What are the costs to pay? Eidolon asks, what price does the tomb have to buy or borrow, or is there any task the group might complete to assist the collector?
Yes. Additionally, what was I going to say? Additionally, I'm just trying to see what he means by the negative effects as well. So anyway, this is good for now, though.
What costs are there to pay or negative effects are for the use?
What costs are there to pay as far as getting the tomb?
I think you're asking. Excuse me. I think you're asking two questions.
There we go. Yeah. What price does this tomb have? Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Okay. Responds with a tone of solemnity. Each resurrection carries a risk of unforeseen side effects, both to the one being resurrected and to the user. This might include a physical or mental strain, or a disturbance in the natural balance of magic. Ooh. The collector indicates that such a rare and powerful tomb cannot simply be bought with gold. The value transcends material wealth, and thus a traditional purchase is not possible, Jess, you idiot.
I didn't ask it. I wasn't asking for money. I have a fucking magical artifact. Potential task requests. Keep reading.
Understanding the importance of the Tomb of Eidolon's quest, the collector suggests an alternative. He proposes a task that would benefit both the group and the village. The task involves retrieving a rare herb or artifact from a dangerous location. Nope. Nope, it shouldn't say or. The specifics of this task are left open for Eidolon and his group to discuss and agree upon. Hold on. We're going to revise that. All right, I'll just say revise the task.
I feel like I just entered the Matrix, dude. This is so. All right, here we go.
This is okay. Metagame. This is fine, but revise the task. Do not. Let's see. Metagame. Co-DM. This is fine, but revise the task. Do not give ambiguous instructions. Either make the quest about herbs or a rare herb or artifact. You know what? I'm not going to be a dick. I'm going to let GPT do its thing. So I'm going to assume that what the collector means is that either of these would solve the town's problem. So I'm going to say it's not an ambiguous quest. I'm going to say he's proposing two different quests, and that you can chat further about those if you want. Thanks for the likes, Roku. Quick reminder, chat, you can influence the game at any time. If you want to throw a wrinkle in things, just drop a comment.
So either this rare herb, or undertaking a quest that.
By the way, you get the feeling that you should go for the herb, not the dangerous dungeon.
So he also says that he's open to negotiation and me borrowing it. So I want to tell him that I would like I'd like to tell him that I was open to negotiation with him to just borrow this. Hold on 2 seconds. So basically, I'm going to take up this herb quest and everything. So I'm going to take that up. However, he's also open to negotiation and potentially borrowing it. And so I want to entertain that by asking him to review my magic teapot and tell me like what this unknown minor magical item is. Yeah.
Awesome. Good call. Let me make sure that's in the narrative. I'm so glad you did that. Whoa, what is this? Is like a typo over here. At an opportune moment, the shield bearers form a phalanx and rush in, bolstered by some of the wounded they have healed. Valor bore his shield at the side of blank. Okay, so I left the teapot out. That's a bummer. Eidolon presents a magic teapot, which Jacob, you got it from Jacob, right? Am I remembering that right?
I don't know who Jacob is.
The merchant. You saved the merchant.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Eidolon presents a magic teapot, which Jacob the merchant gave the guild as thanks for their protection. Eidolon indicates interest in the quest about the magic herb and asks for more detail.
Thank you.
In addition, Eidolon presents a magic teapot, which Jacob the merchant gave the guild as thanks for their protection. He asks the collector to identify what magic the teapot holds. Enchanted item, infused with a charm of refreshment, Jesse. It can produce a variety of tea. It's a pretty cool teapot.
As an enchanted item infused with a charm and was refreshed. Oh, that is cool.
Seemingly endless capacity to produce tea.
Mike, this is what you got me for Christmas. You really got me this dope ass teapot, but anyway, go ahead. Tea soothe minor ailments and provide a sense. Well, this is like pretty much like everlasting healing, like potions. So,
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. So the guy doesn't even want it. He just kind of tells me what it is, which I'm really grateful for because I thought he was going to try to jack it. That's why I did not mention anything. So he's kind of just open to me getting this thing from doing this herb thing, but I'm kind of like, man, even if I go and revive Johan, he's gonna be all like fucked up, and I might be fucked up for reviving him potent magic.
Yep.
And so I'm kind of like thinking to myself and like kind of weighing these decisions and like if Johan is even worth all this. Brogan is anyway, no, let's see, bear with me 1 second. There was something else. There was basically this guy's collector, or there was this sage living beyond some forest in the obsidian forest or something. So there was.
Let's be clear. Those are two rumors that you heard about. There is not a chance in hell that those are the only ways in the entire world to revive someone.
I want to talk to this guy further, the collector guy, and tell him I'm open to helping out the city just for allowing me to speak with you as a token of my appreciation. I'm open to helping others.
Is that right?
Appreciation for being able to speak with you. Okay, so that is correct. I'm also telling him, I also appreciate you, telling me about this magic item. I am worried about, now that I understand, what do you call it, the extreme nature of this, powerful magic, I don't know that I actually want this, tome, though.
Okay.
I'm still open about the town and everything, but I don't know if I'm, really trying to do this tome. Would you be able to, basically, is there anything else, we heard about this sage, is there any other, resurrections that might bring somebody back? Because, if they're dead in the game, they're dead in real life. So basically, we want to know if there's any other. Is there any other thing? Magic resurrection.
Now that let me see if I'm phrasing this well. Now that I've been made aware of the dangerous risks of using the tomb, I don't know that I want to use it. Is there any other way to resurrect someone that you know of?
Yeah, that is really good. Yes. And I feel like I've heard of this whispering grove before.
Okay.
Okey-dokey. We got chat.
Let's see. Someone in your own. Let's. We're gonna roll a d20 that someone in your own guild speaks up.
Can you roll a d20 for me?
Yeah.
I can pull up. Let me go to the gaming channel so I can do it going forward. Servers. What do I do? ://?
In Discord, I forget. I think it's like slash. I don't know. I forget which one it is.
Oh, /roll. Did you do it already? Oh, here.
Tank, what is your guild? What is Tank's guild's name?
I got a 5 on my d20.
Okay, that's fine. No one brings it up. That's fine. Okay.
So I can only see. Can you go to 1, 2, 3, like 1, 2, 3 of this list?
Yeah, can you see him now or?
Now I can. Yeah, I can see. Okay, perfect. So big things like there's some powerful healing magic. There's some artifacts. There's deals with the devils, or there's visiting major cities for assistance. The rumors and artifacts scattered across Evergreen and holds power and these are flashbacks. Options try to be mystery and protect the challenges of larger dimensions that such artifacts are usually protected legends and quests for parts locate and utilize. Okay, so yeah, basically gonna ask if he has any like healing clerics or anything like that in the area that might be open to like maybe exchanging this like teapot for to like resurrect Johan.
Just healing of any kind? Okay,
What
yeah.
powerful healing magic. Like he's talking about one of the avenues is like this, you know, these clerics who possess like this crazy powerful magic, and I'm asking if he knows anybody like that in this area or around. Next to that, I'm trying to like end this level, and I asked him as well, like if he knows anything about like how to clear this first level. And
let's do one thing at a time, Jess. Okay, can you roll d20? We're gonna roll d20 on behalf of the collector innovation check. Let's roll d20 for innovation on the collector.
Hey Mike, what do I do in Discord to roll it?
You'd have to be inside a channel that actually has a bot to listen to the command.
It said 14. I don't know why it said this bot failed. But anyway, the first time. But yeah, that's a 14.
Oh, okay. I was gonna roll it, but thanks. Let's see if they get a 18 or higher, we'll go ahead.
Okay.
No, even a 14 should be good enough, actually. Even a 14 should be good enough. Oh, and it got an 18 anyway.
Mine did too.
Okay, so what the collector realizes is that there is a modest local healer, not a.
I got 8.
Anything else?
This rule suggests that the collector is quite knowledgeable about powerful local healers in the area. As a codium, you can narrate an answer based on the instances. So I'm asking him, like, hey, do you know of anybody? What's his answer?
No, I'm about to give you the answer.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay, so co-DM is he's talking to me. So the chat GPT and me are co-DMs. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like we're narrating together, basically. So the answer is that this was a successful roll. So the collector realizes that there is a modest local healer who by themselves could not perform a resurrection, but they can probably use the tomb together to perform the resurrection while minimizing the negative side effects. Other than that, you would need to venture... What?
I said, go ahead.
Other than that, you would need to venture quite a ways, but you can still venture to various places. There are capital cities of various kingdoms. Probably any of these has a powerful enough mage, and there are occasional monasteries, like white magic monasteries with sufficient power there.
That's awesome. Hi, Ryan. So where am I? Hold on. So basically, I don't know if I should go talk to this guy. So the other thing I'm going to do before I leave this guy, and I'm wrapping up my turn here, is I am trying to ask him, okay, so basically I want to revive this guy, and then after this mission, like I'm going to do this herbal mission, and help the town out, so that I can go talk to this guy. So I want to get the scroll. So I asked him if he is down to like finalize the details that were left open. Whoa. If I finalize the details, you're good. The details that were left open, I want to make a deal with him that I'll go get this magic herb, a glorious whisper from the Whispering Grove, if he lets me borrow this tomb to use with this healing magic guy for Johan's sake. So I'm trying to make a deal with him and kind of finalize that. Babe, how's the store? You get everything? Hello. Hello?
Hey, I'm trying to write down everything that you just ran through.
Okay. You got a hard job.
Yeah.
I didn't phrase it very well at all.
Lunar says, hey, I just joined the stream. What's going on here? I see chat GPT-4. Yeah, this is a role-playing game, and we use GPT-4 to tell us about the outcomes, as opposed to traditional role-playing where there would be some book and you just work through sort of a preset narrative. The thing is entirely non-deterministic and unpredicted. So I think it's a lot more fun personally. By the way, the chat can influence the game world. So Lunar, if you ever want to throw a wrinkle in anything, just drop a comment. Okay, Jess, what I have here is the collector realizes that there's a modest local elven nature magic healer who cannot perform a resurrection alone, but together with the tomb, they can likely perform a one-time revival with little to no negative side effects. Besides that, there are capital cities of various kingdoms and occasional religious monasteries throughout Evergreen, which would have healers of sufficient power, but they are quite a ways away. And you say, eidolon states that he would be interested to find the whisperer, right? What is it called? Thank you.
ALEO.
Eidolon states that he would be interested to find Aloria's whisper in exchange for use of the tomb. Did I get that right?
In exchange for use of the tomb with his buddy. I need him to bring his friend.
Okay. All right. In exchange for use of the tomb with the aid of the local healer. I mean, I'm not sure that they're friends, but we'll see. We can sort of ask that. Is the collector able to guarantee assistance of the healer? I'm going to say that's high difficulty. Or
Do I need to speak with him?
or should Eidolon's group go to speak with the healer themselves? Lunar says, can you elaborate on this vid discovering that people can't identify a document authored by GPT-4? Yeah. So first of all, there's an open source repository for that. Let's see if I can find it. This is the one. So Lunar, take note, research dissertation case for alt ed. And what I did is I had a number of humans write one-page literature reviews, and then I had GPT-4 create one-page literature reviews, and then I randomly sent them out to survey participants and had them score those literature reviews for quality and guess the education level of the author. And GPT-4 had, they had equal quality ratings, and GPT-4 not only had an equal quality rating on average, it had lower variation in the quality rating. So they were essentially equivalent, but they were estimated as non-PhD holders. So they were estimated as written by master's degree holders, not PhD holders. Does that make sense? Let's close this. Okay, the role for the collector's ability to guarantee, so it's, yeah, he can't guarantee the help.
Okay, so I'm gonna go talk to that guy.
Well, let's read, hold on, let's read through it. Given this outcome, it would be prudent for Eidolon's group, yeah, basically. All right, cool. So let's leave it there and go over to Mike for now.
Sounds good.
Lunar says, so you're saying GPT-4 can go around plagiarism softwares? Not directly. Like, the answer is maybe yes. If you do it properly, yes. If you just randomly ask GPT-4 to write something, it's not like everything it writes will be undetectable by plagiarism. So first of all, yeah, no, that's a really wrong way to interpret the study. Plagiarism software detecting AI is very different than random survey participants detecting AI. So those are very different statements. So I'm not saying that. Okay, and with that, over to Tank. So Tank, let's see. You went to sleep. Now the I'm going to say take a world turn. If you don't know what that means, let me know as co-DM, and I will remind you about the metagame instructions. Awesome, it remembers. News travels to Adelaide in the town of Echoes of increasing political unrest in several of Evergreen's capital cities. Dun, dun, dun. Seasonal festival preparation. Too bad that didn't hit a month ago, huh? That would have been great to have like a winter thing. All right, great. Now let's focus on Tank, who has gone to sleep. Does anything happen in the night or the next morning? Or should Tank proceed to describe action the next day? Ooh, is it rolling? Oh, it's legitimately rolling. I'm so stoked about that. Did you see that? Mike, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So it set up its own D20 roll. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That's sicko mode, I think. Nothing particularly noteworthy happens. As a result, Tank wakes up after a peaceful and uneventful night. He feels rested and ready for the day with no immediate disturbances of unusual occurrences. You can now proceed. Okay, so do you want to meet back up with the guild, or do you want to do something on your own?
No, we're meeting back up with the guild, see if there's anything that they, any orders, any plans, anything they want people to be doing.
Okay, so you meet back up with the guild, and Valor is notably absent. Who's the third? So there's Valor, Thane, and who's the third leader? Thane. Crimson Vanguard. Lysandra. Lysandra appears uneasy and states that the guild will break into 2 search parties. They must find Valor. She asks members of the guild to state whether they have a preference, whether they have heard anything about the location of Valor, or whether they have any preference about where to search. So do you have any preference, Mike?
No, I haven't heard anything and don't really have a preference about where to go. So why would it be too far? Never mind.
This is awesome. Okay, so the guild member reveals that they have heard a rumor about being seen on the outskirts of town heading towards a known dangerous area. As co-DM, the first member saw, or heard a rumor about Valor being, as a rumor, as co-DM, when we say this is true, and in fact, the rumor is that Valor was headed toward the Purple Gate or Shadow Gate, the portal that lays where the Dark Paladin fell. Does Lysandra... Okay, so at this news, Lysandra... How do I spell her name, bro? Lysandra states that she will be leading the party to investigate there, and tells Thane he can choose whether his party joins or searches another area. What does Thane say? Thane indecisively, let's see. Thane might voice concerns about the dangers at the Shadowgate or consider the possibility that Valor could be elsewhere. Ultimately, Thane's response is likely cautious or non-committal, suggesting that he needs more time to consider or discuss the options with his party before making a final decision. Okay. So Thane is mulling it over. And what I want to do now is describe the guild. Crimson Vanguard. Let's see. A medium-sized guild aspiring to be the top guild. And the Shield Bearers. Remembering that the Shield Bearers have merged with... Oh, okay, yeah, that'll be a good one. Have merged with the Crimson Vanguard. List the members in the... List the current members in the Crimson Vanguard. I can look them up if you don't remember. Also, state whether Ilara voices an opinion about Thane's activity. Yo, GPT-4 is doing a really good job of remembering this stuff. I'm super proud of it. No, it missed a whole bunch of people, though. There's a lot more than 7 people. Let's see. Ivar. We definitely need Ivar and Selena. Yeah. This is correct. Right, it missed Ivar and Selena. Okay, great. Do you remember Selena?
Can you give us a description of her, am I?
She's the blade dancer.
Oh, yeah.
You remember her? Okay. Moving my window because it keeps. Yeah, okay, cool. So these are sort of like the unique characters, and then there's like 20 other people, basically. Let's see. Alara's opinion on Thane's decision regarding her search. Given her leadership role, she is likely to advocate for a cautious but proactive approach. She may emphasize the importance of gathering more information. All right. Do one last. Okay, now organize the notable characters into two parties and divide the remaining 30 into the two parties. Pick a location for the second party to journey. If no location can be decided, pick a location for the second party led by Thane to journey. If no location can be decided, then let them tag along to the Forest of Echoes, where the Dark Paladin was defeated. Now we need to make sure that your so there's Gabriel, yeah, Lyra and Kale, yeah, those are the other two shield bearers. Okay, great. Okay, well, the GBT is being kind of silly because Valor is missing, but it assigned it to Thane's group, but that's fine. Okay, Tank, you have been assigned to Lysandra's team. No, I'm sorry. You've been assigned to Thane's team. Did it assign you to both? You've been assigned to Thane's team. And Kale and Lyra, so all three of the shield bearers, the ones who actually wear shield and spear, all three of y'all together are going with Thane. Right back to the Whispering Woods. Does that sound good?
Yeah, sounds good.
Thane's group proceeds to the Whispering Woods. Does anything of note happen before they arrive? Before or as they arrive? It'll be cool if there's a battle. I just want to try out the updated battle system. Maybe the next time we play, we might be able to play TCG style. Thane's group of 3 for an encounter uneventful. As they proceed, it's marked by usual sights. Okay. With no immediate events or challenges, Thane and his companions have the opportunity to focus on their search for Valor, exploring the woods and gathering information. Your team proceeds to search, is that right?
Yeah, should be searching the woods there.
The team proceeds to search. Bro, this is wild. I actually didn't expect it. Yet again, I did not expect this was going to happen. I'm going to be honest. I thought you were going to go for the gate, man. I'm really surprised you didn't go for the gate. That's awesome. It makes the story.
I would have, but it wasn't really an option.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you just went with Lysandra, or if you encouraged, even if you had encouraged Thane, he rolled 10, or he rolled like 11, and he was like being indecisive.
Sure, okay.
As Thane's team ventures deep to the Whispering Woods, they fucking do something. The woods are known for enchanting and elusive nature. Ooh! I think I got a thing right here. I think I got a thing. The team members keep an eye for Valor's passage. The outcome of this search and any encounters or discoveries they make could significantly impact their quest and provide new insights into the events. Okay. Result, they don't find Valor. Result, they don't find Valor. They do encounter let's see, how do I do this? They do encounter what appears to be a group of bears. Oh, are you with Ivor or no? Are you with Ivor? No, you're not. Okay. They do encounter what appears to be a group of bears fighting. Do you want to do anything, or do you just want to sort of like leave them alone?
No, we're just looking for Valor.
Okay, cool. They do encounter what appears to be a group of bears fighting. Tank has no interest in the encounter. The encounter is easily avoided if desired. What does Thane do? makes a decisive decision regarding the encounter. Thane decides to avoid the group of bears fighting. All right, fine. Fair enough, Thane. So now we're going to go over to Jesse then. So basically, y'all don't find Valor. You see some bears fighting, and you decide not to fight them. That's cool. All right. Should this be the last turn, or how much longer do you? So we've been playing for an hour and a half now. Is that good for y'all, or do you want to do a few more turns?
I'm good because we got football games today.
Sheesh.
Yep. So
What if you could play a game of football and there were bears were your linemen?
Yeah, well, then it probably wouldn't be good.
All right, cool. So we're good to keep going. That's awesome. So then, Jess, you're up. You're up, champ.
Wait, so we want to keep going, you're saying?
Oh, I misinterpreted you're good. So you're good means you're done, basically.
Yeah, I want to go watch football.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much for being here. And yeah, I had fun. Hopefully you had fun.
Let's do it again.
Let's do it again.
Any day, but love y'all.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
I'm doing pretty much anything these days, so I have a fairly open schedule if y'all want to do this, even if it's during the week sometime.
Awesome. That's great news. Could I maybe later this week bother you to try out the card game system when it's ready?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. All right. See you later, Mike.